All right, let's talk everything Battlefield 6. After years of hit and miss releases, this early access beta actually caught me a little off guard. Not because it's perfect, because it is far from it, but because for the first time in nearly a decade, it kind of feels like Battlefield again. I've been grinding through this early access for the last 10 hours, and today I'm going to break down what's working, what's holding it back, and why this might actually be the comeback fans have been praying for. Grab your gear, lock and load. Let's fucking dive in. From the very first match, it's clear they're aiming for the classic Battlefield 3-4 vibes. And honestly, they got it pretty close. It's chaotic, it's loud, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. The kind of adrenaline rush that reminds me of why I fell in love with the Battlefield in the first place. It's definitely the most hooked I've been on a Battlefield game in years. That said, it's not perfect, and some of the stuff missing feels like the kind of big ticket features that made Battlefield 3 and 4 stand out in the genre. So let's start with the positives, because there are some big ones. First off, the difference between AAA and indie titles has never been clearer. This early access plays smoother and looks better than some of the indie shooters that have been in development for 10 years. Visually, the game is a serious step up. It's not just pure graphical fidelity, but the atmosphere and immersion are cool. The sound design, absolutely fucking top tier. Gunfire, heavy weapons, armor clashing. It's pure chaos in your ears and it feels fucking fantastic. Gun animations are smooth and shooting feels fun again. There's something satisfying about the way the weapon handles now, the recoil, the reloads, it's the little details. Movement is solid too. The time to kill can be a little inconsistent, but overall it keeps the pace intense without feeling like you're instantly deleted. It strikes a good balance between skill and chaos, which is what you want in a Battlefield game. And I've seen a lot of players on Reddit and forums echoing this. The majority agree that the gunplay and visuals are definite steps forward. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The maps feel way too fucking small. Unlike the sprawling battlefields we remember from the classic titles, these maps leave almost no room to flank or use any real tactics during rounds. It's absolute chaos. Run, shoot, die, repeat. There's no breathing room for strategic maneuvering, which really hurts the gameplay depth. On top of that, you can get spawn trapped way too fucking easy, especially in breakthrough mode, making attacking frustrating and often impossible. The cramped design kills the flow and that classic Battlefield feeling of large-scale dynamic combat. For me, this is the biggest miss for Battlefield 6 at the moment. It's the one thing that makes me not want to buy the game. But Battlefield 6 have more maps that they're apparently releasing and that are a lot bigger. So I won't completely write this off yet. Now, moving on to vehicles, vehicle handling has been another sore spot. Tanks feel decent enough with solid armor and punchy guns that deliver satisfying moments, but aircraft, it's been a sore spot. I didn't get much time flying myself in early access, but from what the community is reporting, the aircraft handling is a problem. Pilots have been real vocal on Reddit about the flight model feeling sluggish, clunky, and disconnected from the smooth, agile flying that we saw in the previous Battlefield titles. Many say flying right now doesn't feel rewarding at all, which is a huge missed opportunity for a franchise that's always thrived on epic combined arms combat. The community is calling for a serious overhaul of the flight mechanics and better controls before launch, and I'm with them on that. DICE needs to fix this to keep the vehicle gameplay feeling epic and balanced. Now, gunplay and recoil, the gunplay has been a bit divisive in the community as well. While many players report that some weapons have minimal recoil leading to concerns about reduced skill gap and spray and pray gameplay, I've had a very different experience. For me, the recoil felt well balanced overall, and I noticed the attachments made a big difference in how the gun's handled. This added a nice layer of customization and skill, rewarding players who took the time to tune their loadouts properly. That said, it's clear that the weapon balance might still need some fine tuning to make sure the skill ceiling stays high and gameplay remains rewarding for both casual and sweaty players. Now, movement is another divisive point. The exaggerated sliding mechanic has drawn comparison to Call of Duty, with many players joking it feels like ice skating. This is a big departure from the grounded, deliberate movement we've seen in the past Battlefield titles. But once again, I didn't have an issue with this. I felt movement was pretty dialed in and I didn't come across slide cancelling or bunny hopping sweats at all, so it's a win for me. For fans hoping for a tactical, realistic shooter, this has been a disappointment. But that's not really what Battlefield is about. That's what you get in Arma or Squad. I think Battlefield gets a good mix between a tactical shooter and something like COD. I think once they fix the vehicles and make some large-scale maps, this might just make me reach into my pockets, because right now for $100, fuck no. Now, quickly touching on technical issues, they've been absolutely non-existent for me. My game has been running buttery smooth, but the community seems to experiencing quite a few crashes. Let me know what crashes you guys are having, because I have not crashed once. But apparently forums and Reddit are flooded with crash reports and pleas for DICE to prioritize stability patches. Now, the biggest, most contentious part of this Battlefield title is the map design. It is a major weak point. The small size and tight corridors mean fights quickly turn into chaotic shootouts with little opportunity to flank or execute any form of tactics. This goes against what Battlefield has always been about: vast open battlefields with multiple approaches and strategies. Spawn trapping is a serious problem, especially on breakthrough mode maps where attackers can be locked down and unable to push forward. For Battlefield 6 to truly succeed, the maps need to be way bigger, like the iconic sprawling maps we once remember from those lovely Battlefield 3 and 4. Now, a bit of the community feedback I've been reading online is it's a bit of a mix of hope and frustration. Many players appreciate the return to Battlefield's roots, the chaos, the gunplay, the iconic sound design, but there's widespread concern about movement mechanics, weapon balance, vehicle handling, and technical issues. On Reddit, EA forums, and Discord, players are actively sharing feedback, hoping DICE listens and adjusts those things before it full releases. The general vibe is optimistic, but cautious. There's a real hunger for Battlefield to be great again, and the early access beta has given that a real shot. Look, I've been critical of this franchise for years because I've just wanted to feel like Battlefield 4 again, and now there's finally a glimpse of that old Battlefield magic. Right now, at its current price point, I'll be holding off and just keeping a close eye on it. Are you feeling the hype, or are you worried? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's working for you, what's broken, and what do you want to see fixed before launch? If this review's helped you out, smash that like button, subscribe for brutally honest tactical reviews, and as always, stay tactical, and I'll see you in the next one.